My question is directed towards Teesta. You said that Muslims aren't getting a fair deal, particularly in the PSU and administrative sector. Otherwise, they're represented fairly good in arts, culture, politics,
the public
sports,
service sector,
media. Is that correct? So it's just the PSUs and the administrative sector?
No, I was using them as illustrations, ma'am. What I was saying was that in the fields where there's a level playing field, so to speak, where talent can soar. You can see Muslim voices, Muslim musicians, Muslim sportsmen,
which is
Muslim
arts,
stars.
culture, politics, sports, media, all of these places, they're represented fairly well.
Fairly,
it's just the
but wherever there is institutionalized discrimination, which means two things mainly, you can finish.
No, that's about it. Yeah.
That where it means, for instance, getting into government jobs.
I think what she's saying is it's easier to become a Bollywood superstar, but more difficult to become a
I
clerk
understand,
in
I understand.
government.
But I'm saying when it comes to... Maybe she's saying that. I don't think she's saying that.
Was that, in fact, what you were saying?
I don't think she's saying that.
Absolutely, that's exactly. Because as far as I see it, most of the rest of the areas, they're being represented fairly well. It's just one particular area that you've been pointing out all throughout the evening that they haven't been, with all your facts and figures and percentages.
I want to tell you that we're not talking about one area. We are talking about police services, army, IAS, IAFS, public sector undertakings, and we are talking about, no, 1 minute.
Spell out those initials.
Yeah.
You spell out those initials.
Public sector undertakings, PSUs.
But
no, sorry, I haven't finished, ma'am.
In arts, culture, media, politics, sports.
No, I haven't finished. I also want to say I did not bring in, because it's not a time to bring statistics, but if you look at unemployment figures, if you look at education levels, if you look at poverty levels, particularly in urban areas, you find the Muslim condition in the last 25 years has become worse.
So it's primarily not the problem of Muslims or a particular religion.
Exactly.
It has to do with your financial security or where you are vis-a-vis
It has got to do with whether the government opens schools in those areas. It's got to do whether the government opens enough schools.
But is it specifically for Muslims?
It's worse for Muslims because Dalits have picked up in 20 years. Dalits have picked up through affirmative actions in 40 years compared to Muslims. So today the Muslim condition is somewhere in between the Dalit and the OBCs. At the time of partition, it was somewhat better than that. So we have to look at relative indicators here. And the point remains that poverty, literacy, we are 15% the males are behind and almost 35% the female, though they are surging ahead. Muslim women, girls are still behind compared to other girls.
All right, thank you very much. Ladies